So a very, very diabolical type of matchup for a character like Orcane, who likes to play very grounded with his insane wave dash and then poke up and launch up with something like down tilt. But when you're launching and trying to poke with Orcane, you often are met with Forsburn's insane disjoint on things like down tilt. That was an insane parry to start off, and Khanya is looking to hold space while Penguin's looking to move and stay moving.
Oh man, yeah, you can already see this one's being a little bit rough on the side of Khanya, trying to gain some space here on the stage, trying to maintain the corner, forces the up special out of Orcane there, right? Free little punish, and now we have a little bit of advantage. How far can we push it?
We're seeing Penguin trying to like really move in with Nair a ton of the times, looking for that initial hit. Down tilt, usually an up tilt's a pretty good starter. Instead, we're finding a parry on that back air. Gets the up tilt back air and sets up a ton of smoke, a ton of pressure, but Orcane doesn't care about clone, doesn't really care about smoke. You just have to worry about getting down and getting at disadvantage.
Oh, you can see nice little trap right there with the smash attack, able to catch the tech in. The up tilt as an anti-air as well, and the bubble leads to a conversion. That Nair is not going to connect. That would have been disastrous for Khanya, but another strong attack is still going to put harm in the way. No, beautiful use of the clone pop there, right? Pops in, gives you some space, and now you're able to try to recover again.
Yeah, as much as smoke is the name of the game for Forsburn to keep your stuff deceptive, the clone is the real moneymaker in a lot of matchups. Not only with the teleport, the hitboxes can put out for super clone, and just any sort of clone pops in general. We're seeing the down tilt launch though, as Khanya is down to stock, but not too far away. You're out of any confirm percents though, which is always the rough part. You just need a raw down strong, and the hurtbox extension on that forward tilt will make the down strong connection all the easier.
Yeah, that one's going to be one of the big money makers for Forsburn, right? Sometimes, you know, you're going to get the cape into the strong, but it's rare. Usually you're just going for the cape hit, and then you go into a tilt of some kind, but that down strong is the one that leads to those KOs a lot of the time, but it looks like we're in a pretty bad spot here, right? You get sent to the absolute worst corner of the map. You have no smoke. How do you get back? The answer is you don't really.
Yeah, it seemed like Khanya expected to have their double jump, but didn't really find it there. Tried to go into a stall, but was just a little bit too low upon realization. That's a rough stock to lose at that moment, especially since Penguin is starting to heat up a little bit. We're seeing the bubbles come out. Despite all the parries that have been coming down on the side of Khanya for those advancing aerials, there hasn't been much counterplay to the bubbles, and I want to see Penguin fully abuse that. Bubbles can get problematic if in large numbers.
Oof. Hopefully this will be the start of something new here. Khanya has a lot of room to make up for. Gets hit by that back air, and it's so powerful. Gonna pop the smoke, go ahead and recover high. It doesn't matter. Penguin covers that with a back air and is gonna secure game one on Hodojo.
Yeah, and this is the type of position where you really, really need to spawn clone. It doesn't seem like, so we're going right into the teleport high to get back here, but Khanya takes no time in order to spawn clone. And if you're not spawning clone, it just gives any character and any player with the comfortability off stage just to go out there and mess with you. And that's exactly what Penguin did twice over.
Right, and especially as a character like Orcane, like whether you hit him or not, you do have your puddle on stage. So it's like, oh, I'm out here, I'll just go back to the stage, worst case scenario. But hopping into game two now, it's like we have a bit of a change of scenery. We're on Julesvale, which, you know, what do you think about this map for Forsburn?
I think there's two kind of camps for Forsburn, depending on how you want to play it. The ones that are looking to assert dominance with the disjoint and with some of the launching moves like down tilt and forward air, or the ones that want to always maintain some amount of space and poke you out and turn those pokes into combos. Julesvale very much favors the latter type of game plan, and against a mobile character like Orcane, always being able to make space makes a ton of sense. It's just a matter of what is Khanya able to do with that space. Call out. Oh my god.
Yeah, really just like, and there's a degree of it too where it's like the timing at which Khanya is deciding to do these teleport pops, right? You could fall a little bit lower, then teleport a little bit later, but it's just been immediately trying to get as much height as possible, and Penguin has been scouting that out, back airing it every single time.
Yeah, even if not full sending it, always threatening that back air, which is Orcane's. Typically, you're looking at Orcane looking for a back air exclusively as a stray killing aerial.
Nice.
That was super nice, though, getting this the baby dash forward in order to confirm the up strong. If you just do up strong, sometimes it can fall out. Doing the little baby dash, always make sure you get the dagger.
that little bit of micro spacing can matter a lot in situations like that, game like Rivals. But man, I mean, after such a clean confirm, right? I'm thinking, oh, maybe Khanya's gonna be able to bring themselves back into this. Losing that second stock, now down to their final. They get a nice parry there, but there's like not much of a conversion that comes out of it. Hold on, I like that single hit though of the Nair, gets a drag down, but isn't able to convert into much more.
Yeah, just trying to jab one into a up tilt there. There is the second time, finds the jab, looking for rising down there as well. Just looking to try and establish hitboxes at this point, which Orcane is more than willing to move around, especially a player like Penguin, so historied, so storied. She's phenomenal at working around the opponent's hitboxes and finding those openings, which Orcane is absolutely willing to do. Oh, nice intercept though on that forward air. Can't let the bubble butt go on for free.
A weak back air there, trying to get a conversion. I think just wants to get Penguin off the stage, charges the cape. It's not going to connect, but is actually going to give up a lot of stage here to just try to regain some bearings, converts into yet another back air, and maybe Khanya can find a down strong. Oh, tries to get the parry. He's just looking for that final blow, right? Like getting the setup can be difficult, but it looks like the up strong will find the mark.
Yeah, 2 for 2 on those up strongs. The up cape working out in favor, and has not only a back air starter, burns the combust immediately, realizing that really needing clone at these points, at these low percents, combust isn't the time to go for reverse jab into back air. Hello?
And just like that, the percent is just about even here. Khanya has done exactly what they needed to go ahead and bring things back, has some smoke set up, going for these up strongs as well. We've seen that get a lot of mileage, but I am more confident in Penguin's ability to convert into a KO. Can Khanya bring it all the way home?
Oh, just going for up air. We're at too high percent for back air. Could be so much conversion. Here's another back air attempt where Orcane's decently heavy, but not enough. The Julesvale Blast Zone's working out in favor of Khanya, and how many times did we see Penguin wanting to get things started, wanting to at least establish herself in center stage with something like a falling Nair or a falling up air to get the bottom hit, and instead Khanya just would put out an anti-air jab, and even on trade, absolutely just go instantly up tilt, instantly back air, hold center, complete, controlled, and calm, even in the face of adversity.
Yeah, and you have to like look at it too, right? Like, it really did come down to being able to just get that slippery whale dog,
right?
Right? Like, it's like,
oh, I'm gonna get you.
It's so hard, you know, the low profile, so quick, has these really fast tilts and aerials. It can be really hard to lock down. There's these bubbles, you have to work your way around it, and Khanya has to slow things down and sometimes even just give up stage in order to regain some footing. But at the end of the day, it was what was needed to be able to get that second game. Now, we're on Air Armada here, right? So we don't really have those walls to work with nearly as much in comparison to some of those other stages, but you do have kind of that moving Smashville-esque type platform to play around with. Wow.
Oh, the ledge dash rather was kind of ill-advised. We're just seeing Khanya hold steady, trying to cover as much space as possible, and soft back air will do that in spades. Getting the soft hit, especially as a combo starter, is so nice. In our final game here of this losers round number 5, winner goes into top 48 on the loser side, and neither player wants to get out, and they want to play at 4 p.m., but it's got to go through each other first. The bubbles starting off, a lot more bubbles later in this game, Flambeau, and we're seeing Penguin start to really trying to assert dominance over the stage, but we're missing the ledge.
The back air is not going to be enough. Gonna burn the smoke. It's gonna go ahead and go right to the ledge this time around. You can feel from the previous sets that getting hit high on those recoveries definitely instilled some fear into Khanya, mixing up the recovery options a little bit now. That's great, but who's gonna get the stock first here? Wow, tries to come around, almost gets caught by the cape swing there, and there the up strong yet again. Khanya with these up strongs has just been getting them.
Okay, the taunt and then the shake of the head from Khanya. They did not intend to do that. And you know what? Taunt to get bodied. You can instantly eat that Orcane down strong. Frame 7, super important move.
That's so fast.
It's so fast.
That's faster than Locked It On's jab.
That's hilarious.
That's ridiculous. Okay, well, here we go. I mean, beautiful conversion we're seeing from Penguin. Manages to convert into that forward air as well. You can see Khanya trying to swing back now, trying to jab check, kind of stuff out Penguin a little bit, but the momentum has completely swayed as it looks like Penguin is doing a little bit more of a rush down approach to go ahead and try to change the tide of this match.
We saw the DI in from Penguin there on that dash attack. Can never let yourself do that. Forsburn feast on DI in, and Khanya has the combos on lock. huge down air there in order to get down. Forward air, reverse down air is not ideal, but you're getting damage. Ooh. At this point, it's just a damage game, and we find the bubbles on the side of Penguin, who's caught in between a rock and a hard place. Clone as well, still active through all this time. We're not going to get the up strong, but this is still so much. Ledge dash? No, we're just going for the Dacus instantly. I don't even know if that was Dacus. That might have just been run under up strong. Full coverage, full form here for Khanya, needing this final stock.
Yeah, no, that one was ridiculous a little bit. You know, there was so much kind of like tumble fall there. I thought maybe you could wiggle out of that one, but instead, we're going to see Nice gets over to the smoke, has to burn yet another teleport, and just holding the ledge there. Another taunt coming out on the side of Khanya. But, I mean, this is as close as it gets. We're down to the final stocks here. Good damage being racked up. That nair was so instant. Oh, my gosh.
Frame 3. You just instantly a get-off-me tool and a full combo tool if available. Has to Orca Hop. Does get there. Did not want to burn the puddle. Did not want to give any sort of opportunity here for Khanya, because we've seen what momentum can do for both players. A couple triangle jumps from Penguin just to try and make space. Orcane is moving and flying across the screen, but no hits. The game's not over yet when we're back right into the action.
There we go. Some up airs coming out here. A lot of pressure being exhibited on the Penguin. Penguin has a chance here to set up some advantage. The ledge dash is going to give that instant nair from the ledge, and the down strong is not quite enough. One more hit like that, though, especially in the corner, and Penguin's going to be saying goodbye to this bracket.
Oh, slide off. Wow. These rising frares are crazy from Khanya, trying to find any sort of
watch
way
out.
to start combos. It's so tense here, Flambeau. I'm getting, like, I'm all jittery. Like, where's the final hit? Where's it going to come by? And Forsburn gets back to the ledge, but a nair. Does he have his double jump? The answer is no. The clone dash is going to get caught, and you called it, Flambeau. That rising back air is going to seal the fate of Khanya and send Penguin into top 48.
Sometimes you just know.
Yeah.
And the move comes out deceptively quick that, like, you're just trying to, like, buy yourself a little bit of anything, right? You want a little bit of a mix-up as you're coming back down. How do I find it? What do I do? But the back air's already in your face.
Oh, yeah. It's always the late hit that everyone's worried about, but that early hit can be even more such a nuisance.
It's so good.
It's super fast. You can either get like hit fall combos off it, or just let it confirm into the late hit, as we saw the second in that final moment, in that final stock there for Penguin. Very, very well played on both sides, if I'm being honest, but the threat that Penguin was able to apply in so much. And you know what? Hey, shoutouts to the platform and shoutouts to the counter pick. Not only did it mess with Khanya's recovery routes, having to go right to stage, there's no stalling available for Khanya in this moment, where you're able to like spawn smoke and then teleport into it and all that.
Yeah.
All that jazz. Because there's no walls, not like a deep wall on Air Armada, the platforms just like perfectly reposition. It's like, oh, Penguin, I got you.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
Like, go for this edge guard. You got it. Win the game right now.
And that's the beauty of the counter pick, right? Like, it really just does. Sometimes the homie really does just dap you up mid-set, right? Like, you just pulled up and say, you could hear the snap sound and everything. Like, man, like, you know how, I forget, I'm not a One Piece guy, but everyone else seems to be. One Piece is the GOAT, is the best of all time, this, that, whatever. I haven't been indoctrinated yet, but I get all of the propaganda fairly often, right? And I remember in one of the more recent episodes, I don't even know who these two characters are, but they're doing like a Ryu Cyclops-esque like dap, and I keep seeing the like, I keep seeing the gif of it where it's just like, you know?
I love it.
Just like that. That's Penguin in the platform, just really sealing it in there. Great friendship. Love to see it. I guess a million years and arcs to get to that point, something, I don't know.
Yeah, one of the best parts about Air Armada as well is how familiar and how different it is, because Air Armada in the previous game was like a too high platform stage and then a long middle. Same with no walls. They adapted the no walls, but they gave it the platform layout of ethereal gates, a really, really common stage in Rivals 1. So for a character like Orcane,